Okay, apologies for being late. It took me about 15 tries to get an acceptable bun. Even now, it just looks a little top knotty, but whatever. It is up and out of the way. So, apologies. How are we? Are we doing good? Are we having a good day? Happy Friday, because it is Friday. Are we ready for camp to be done with? Are we still aiming to the goals? How are we doing? How is your April going? Let me also. So today I had a physical or digital, and then I added audio in the poll option for the picture poll. So share window. Here we go. Okay, so the question that I put in the poll is from the book Waitstaff. How would you like your books today? Physical, digital, or audio? Just today, for the moment, however you would like it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like Kobo or could be a web novel, could be ebook, could be, on your Kindle, could be on your Kobo, could be on your phone, whatever it is. Physical, digital, or audio, whichever you like. That is the poll for today. So I went shopping on Wednesday night, I guess. Yeah, Wednesday night. So I shopped online, got myself a skirt for the Ren Fair because the one I had that was essentially the same skirt that I'm buying, like, I think I bought it in 2017. It eventually, like, I wore it out and so had to get rid of it. Now I'm essentially buying the same skirt over again, and that's fine. I'll wear it. I'll wear it out. But so that should be coming today. And then I also went to Walmart. I got myself some sneakers because my current sneakers are about to wear through. So again, I try and wear things until they wear out, and then I'll get some replacements. But anyway, so I got myself a pair of sneakers. And then I had been eyeballing their steel-toed work boots. So for like when I go occasionally work out in the yard to pull stumps out or walk around in the yard, the lot that our house is on is pretty wooded. We have taken out most of the trees that are in the perimeter around the house so that the house is not in danger from the trees falling on it. But that means that there are like divots and stuff in the soil from where roots were either ripped up, roots are now rotting and caving in, from where we had the land rescaped, or like ruts from the tires from the logging machines, that kind of stuff. So our yard is not very walk friendly. It's very, very uneven. And so I have a tendency to roll my ankles, which I think is likely related to the family Ehlers-Danlos stuff. But anyway, so I found myself a pair of steel-toed work boots that have the high ankles so that hopefully I will not be rolling my ankles all the time. And you remember how I said that I had enough pens and then I should not buy more pens? Like writing pens, stationery type stuff. Okay, so I have and love the set of Inkjoy retractable Papermate pens. They have a nice thick barrel, which I like. Retractable, awesome. And so these have been one of my go-tos since I discovered them. And I have the original 10-pack, which is sort of like a classic color set, right? So they have a bright set, which is supposed to work better on darker paper. Plus, it has a white one, which I have not seen the white one before, so I was excited. So there's that, the bright set, and that's a set of 6. And then they had another 10-pack that I don't have the same colors of. So these are more of a muted. I wish the color correction was there. So it's got like sort of like olive and sort of like umber colored barrel. This one's more of like a lavender, I guess. Plum. I got another black one, which is good. So a navy and a what I would call maybe sky blue barrel and an aqua barrel. So I bought them. I didn't need them, but I bought them. So now I'm having to debate because these are not going to fit in my current pen setup. So I have to debate with myself as to which pens I'm going to get rid of because these are not going to fit in my current setup. However, I did swatch them. Okay, so here's the classics. So this was the 10 set classic on cream colored paper. And then here are the new ones. So the brights, I have discovered they write very similar, and the ink consistency is very similar to the Sakura gel pens. So it's like a thicker formula. So it lays down much more like the Sakura pens. If you like those, but don't like necessarily the thinner barrel of the Sakuras, the jelly rolls. And then, where's my camera? There it is. Nope, opposite side. There it is. Then these were the new, didn't have a name for it, so I just called them vintage. But for both of these sets, there were a couple where the barrels were a different color than the actual ink. So I made a note when that happened. So like the green in the bright looks like a lime green. So this is this one up here, this first one, or that one, comes out of this barrel. It's a very deceiving color. So just if you want the bright set, be aware of that. So this green is not a true to barrel color. And the other this one what I labeled as sky blue comes out darker than what the barrel looks like in real life. The pen looks darker on camera, I swear, but it's not the same color. And then with the what I'm calling vintage set, the first one that came out sort of odd was the one that looked sort of like mustard colored. That's what I've labeled as sand because I didn't know what to call it. It is a much darker color, ink color than the barrel. So that one right there. So FYI. And then the one that I labeled blueberry, again, comes out in this, that one comes out from this barrel. So there's a couple of ink to barrel discrepancies. I don't know, discolorations, how you would label that. So just be aware if you decide to go out and be influenced that you need more pens, that there are a couple of colors that are not true to color, true to barrel, I should say. So there we go. Just FYI. I bought them so you don't have to, or so that you will. However, the the real influencers do it, right? Um, but yeah, so hi. Those are my spending purchases. um, anyway, that's that's what the barrel definitely looks like sand, but I would maybe call it sage. Really, it's is there enough green tone in there for me to call it sage? Maybe dried sage. But I feel like there it lacks a little bit of green to my eyeballs. But anyway, is there such a thing as enough pens or cute stationery in general? In general, I think no. My wallet says different, but I think no. Just prepping for an apocalypse. Those are totally necessities, right? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Let me go back up and say hi. So Becca says hi. Hello. You were early and you love collecting physical copies for your library. But because you're old and need to adjust the font size to read, the Kindle is very handy. Yes. And I have found myself with websites in general, either upping the font size or zooming in lately. Don't love that. But in my defense, they are tiny. So, you know. Physical, definitely. Ebooks are also essential. Having the ability to read anytime, anywhere is important. So both. Tessa says, hello. You love ebooks and you use Kindle on your phone to read them. Nice. Yes. Yeah, I have Kindle for my phone. I have Kindle for my laptop. I just don't have a Kindle device. Megan says hi to Tessa. Stacy says, I prefer physical books, but ebook and audiobook after that, especially when one needs to adjust the font size to ease eye strain. Yes, but you do love to curl up with a physical book. Yes. And if you are rereading your story to edit, you prefer a physical copy as well. Yes. Although there is something to be said of having like the text to speech read it back to you, in which case you would need an electronic version, right? You just love the feel and smell of a physical book. Yes. But yeah, eyeball comfort is important and not everybody can read due to eyesight issues. So woohoo for audiobooks. Yes. All forms of reading are valid. Yes, indeed. Diamond says, hey everyone, I'm working on my texting story today. Yay, you should be done the first sprint. Ooh, nice. You were just like flowing through these. That's great. I love that. The second sprint, you're going to be reading a manga story online. Nice. I do love good manga. Stacey says, I don't like this poll because I like all three. So I need more parameters. So Megan says, I need an all of the above button. But the question is, what do you want today? So that does kind of narrow things down for you. Megan says, I'm currently listening to Panic at the Disco. Also good. Is this one of the like older albums or one of the newer albums when it's just Bernie Erie? And all of the above would be great. Well, I initially started out with just this or that. So, but yeah, I probably should have put in all of the above. It's a nostalgic way to start your day with Panic at the Disco. You've been writing too, so it's a good day for you. Yay! Excellent. I'm glad. Carmen did not have school today, so we just got back from the park. Woohoo for the park. Nice. Cool Gamer says, hey, hello, welcome. Welcome. Stace says, I tend to buy my pens by color individually at Michael's. There are many colors that I just don't like because they're hard to see when I write. This is very true. I have found myself, however, occasionally like reaching for a yellow. Very, very rarely. Very, very rarely. But I'm like, oh, a spot of yellow would be like just the thing right here. But most of the yellows are very hard to see. In fact, and some of the other colors too. But yellow is one of the culprits for me. So like for me, this yellow is really hard to read because there's not enough contrast there. So that's from the original pack. However, well, that's not much better, is it? The block of yellow, if you are making a block of yellow, is more visible, I think. But yeah, neither one of them is great. I take back what I was going to say. And then I also have the Colors of the World Crayola set in marker and colored pencil. And so there's the difference between those. And those are, like, some of those I can't see at all. So it's very hard to make that situation. But yeah, I mean, there are definitely some colors where I'm like, do I really, like, if this doesn't show up at all, why do I need it? But then I usually find a use for it once I donate it. So, you know. I forget where it was. Diamond says, I love both reading and reading online, but sometimes I love reading online when I'm on the road and traveling on the highway or something. Yeah. Yeah. When I'm traveling, I usually don't pack light. like if I'm being honest, I usually have at least 2 paper bags, and then I have access to whatever's ebooks are on my phone. So I don't pack light. Elizabeth says, I chose audio because I like to take in a story and craft at the same time. But when I can, I would read a physical book as well. Nice. You're reading a villain reincarnation manga. Yes. Yes. Specifically included the exclamation mark because it's their first album. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. JK is here. Hello. Welcome. I think I'm actually going to be doing some research. I moved some of my stickies, my green stickies, which requires some research. So I think I might be doing some research today. Megan says to Stacy, I have some pens that are difficult to read that I like to write in when you're writing so no one else can read it unless I hand it to them. That's not a bad idea too. Becca says, hi again, lol. I came in early, then decided I would make a mad dash to the grocery store, thinking I'd be back in time. Yay! But the grocery run is done. Yay! Excellent. Stace says, nope, that doesn't help narrow things down. Oh, in terms of which one do you want to listen to today or read today? You're listening to an audiobook at the park. You're going to be working on an edit, so that will also be digital, and you also brought a physical book to the park. Yeah. Diamond says, hey to JK, you're working on the texting story today and then reading a manga. It is a conundrum. Precious Daughter of the Greatest Villain. Yes, I think I've read that one. I'm pretty sure I have. I hope I'm not mixing it up. But I think I've read this one. So you're going to attempt to edit today and reread while editing. Stacy says, oh, that just reminds me, I have some emails to send out. Got to do the admin, right? All right. Okay, so I am going to pull up a draft as well as a blank Word document so that, one, I can have the blank Word document for notes. And then I also am going to be pulling up the manuscript draft so that I can edit if I decide I'm done with research. So, yeah. Okay, so blank document is up. We haven't done a card yet today. Let me do that first. Your spirit animal is your spirit card is a pen of your choosing. No, I'm kidding. All right. We have a trigger warning for snakes. So we have snake. Not Becca's cat snake, but we have an actual nope rope snake. Let's see. All right, so trigger warning. The snake is going. Becca says, lol, his ears just perked up. Snake is going to be on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Look away. Here's our snake. Okay, snake is now covered. And it's time to heal. So all of us need healing at times. And when the snake appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This may be a good time to honor the work that you have already done to grow, heal, and repair any damage within you, and within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for more healing to occur. So there you go. There's our card for the day. I am so going to get these mixed up. I'm looking at my classic versus the one that's more like the Sakura gel pen. Yes. Okay. So now that Becca's snake is paying attention, Stace says good omens. Would this be the 5 of demons? Yes, I think so. If I'm remembering my Roman numerals. Represents battles, conflict, and war, but it is necessary. Are the sides evenly matched? If there is not a chance to win, perhaps a chance to strike a truce. Nice. Yes. So either temporary respite from battles or temporary loss that will lead to a greater gain later is usually what the 5s represent, if I'm remembering that correctly. All right. So now that we have that, we have our lovely card. And what is it? Share screen, share screen. Stacy also pulled from the Season of the Witch, Beltane Rowan. There is no need to fear, dear one. You are protected, you will always be. I like that. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So 1, save your document if you've already been working, or go ahead and pull up whatever document you think you're going to be working on today. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm doing a research and I've gotten 202 words in my notes. Let me pop that into my writing tracker. Okay. Relatively informative research, I would say. Top no, it's just not that one. This one, this side. It looks funky. Like, I'm like, surely I would be able to make a bun, you would think, after all these years of having long hair, but no. The answer is still no. Whatever. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um okay. As always, the thing with research is that the when you get into research, there's like an overwhelming amount of stuff to go through. And then by the time you narrow it down to what it is that you are, um, but well, it essentially it gets more complicated than, um, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe it is. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay, I should not be trying to multitask while I'm. Anyway, okay. So, how do we do? Heather says, hello, hello, welcome. How's the Florida weather? Heather says, coming in to at least say hi and send some love to the like button. Not sure how long you'll be here as there's no school today. Gotcha. So both Stacy and Heather have kids home today. JK says to Diamond, that sounds fun. I think this is in terms of the manga. Kat says, heyo, hello, welcome. How you doing? What are you crafting or playing today? What are you up to? The texting story that you're writing today unfortunately happens in real life a lot, and so it's sad. But the manga you're reading is fun and interesting. Yes. You're writing a story where the mom's ex's son gets kidnapped for money. Gotcha. Okay. Tess says, I'm trying not to fall asleep, but not doing too well at that. You keep dozing off. Hey, if you need a nap is a good thing. Megan says, I wrote a bit of my next post. It's coming along nicely. Yay. Excellent. Regina says, hello, friends. Hello. Been here a while, but you've been working. Yay for working. Excellent. Becca is editing your 90-day video, but it's getting there. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure you have a ton of footage. So, and Becca is also excited to see Regina, and Regina is excited to see Becca. Kat says, coming up with some ideas for stuff for your nieces tomorrow. We start D&D tomorrow. Nice. And 2 of them have birthdays on Monday. Fun. That's so fun. Marcella got 255 words into a scene with the same series, but not in the first book. Okay, gotcha. So you can't really count it towards Camp Nano. Well, you could. But it's not in the particular project that you had earmarked for camp. You didn't want to forget it, so you wrote it down anyway. Yeah. Good. JK is excited to see Becca and Regina and tackle hugs. Yes. Okay, so the mom's son gets kidnapped by her ex. Okay. Stacy got 1 email done, and now you're looking for a phone number to send a text. Gotcha. $1 billion. That's a lot of money. Does the mom have $1 billion to ransom her son with, or is that just sort of like a power play by the ex? Becca is excited to see JK as well. Yes. Okay. So I think I know the next thing that I'm gonna have to research um, in the second sprint. So now that I've got that first 25 minutes of research done, um, I think I can do the next part. She gets the cops involved. Good. 2,000 words in and have to switch POVs and change scenes. Gotcha, gotcha. They get her son back without telling him. Yay! Good. Kat is also working on a reward system for your Discord and to motivate you to actually do things. Spence is also going to make you some stickers because if I do it, I can just give it to me. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Fun. Okay. Let's do this. Next sprint. Second sprint, there we go, is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote that is writing adjacent, please make sure to do so during the second sprint. It is encouraged if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blogs, social media handles, any of that kind of stuff. Make sure that you are sharing that with us. Oh, I should probably, yes, there we go. One more time. The book wait staff is asking you, how would you like your books today? Physical, digital, or audio? That is the poll for today. So I added an additional option. There is that. And all right. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How did things go? Um, I feel like I did not get as much notes as the time before. I could be wrong, but I feel like I didn't get as much like out of that research session. But I'm now at 565. Okay, maybe I did get as many notes. I got 363, which is more than I got the time before. Okay. But I feel like I had to look through a whole lot more tabs and open more things to get the knowledge that I did get. Yeah. Okay. Where were we? You're going to make little virtual badges and maybe once a quarter send people actual stickers. Could be fun. Yes. Heather says this week I posted an essay on the confusion in definitions of line editing and copy editing on your Substack. Gotcha. And I guess I should go read your Substack because are the definitions from like the, I don't know, is there like an Americans Editors Association or something that you're pulling them from? I guess I should just go read your Substack essay. There's the link for it. JK says to Becca and Gina, hi, how are you both doing? Regina says, you're dealing with having your driveway replaced. Oh no, so you're a wee bit frazzled, but still getting some work done. Yeah, which means you're parking elsewhere besides where you normally would. So coming in and out is different. And if you have like groceries and a whole bunch of stuff to haul in, that's further than you would normally go, that kind of stuff. And you also hope that a neighborhood animal doesn't walk across the wet concrete. Becca is trying to balance school and your book release this Tuesday, and you're so frazzled. But how are you? Diamond says, so far the manga is going good. I'm really enjoying it so far. You're on chapter 7 now. Excellent. Good. You're up to day 48 of 90 for the editing. Nice. Regina says, I've trimmed 1,500 words off of the historical romance. Amazing. Megan says, my self-promo, please vote in this poll. And here's the link for that. This is a poll about what you're interested in seeing more of from Megan's Substack, where you can check out all of the things that Megan does. There you go. Stace says, I got my admin stuff done. Email, text for my oldest. Gotcha. Regina says, I seem to have a tendency to babble during my endings. Okay, so that's where you cut most of your 1,500 words from. Gotcha. Kat says, I do things. And here's the link tree for Kat Leo writing. Here's Heather's link tree. Marcella got 96 words because you went back to your first book and had to scroll all the way down to a certain chapter. Yeah, verifying information. Yep. Liza Bell got 1,974 words. Amazing. The change in POV and scene changes help the story. Yes. Regina says, lol, worry about animals walking across wet concrete. Thanks for that, Jules. You're welcome. But with wet concrete, you now have the opportunity to put your initials or your family's initials in them. That's one of the things that at my grandparents' place, they put a really long driveway. It's like a quarter of a mile down to the house by the waterfront. And all of the girls have the same initials, MJM. And so I think it was my mom who's like, so my Uncle Paul put his initials in. I don't think Michael Mack was there. But anyway, so Uncle Paul put his initials and probably Uncle Max as well, because represent the boys, I guess. And my mom just put MJM for all the girls. So, hooray. So now's your chance to write anything you want in the concrete. Heather says, I consulted with a few of but you may annoy the guys who are putting it down for you. So you may want to ask them when you can do that. Heather says, I consulted with a few of my fellow editors that I know from many editors of Facebook groups in order to get the definitions. Gotcha. Okay. Elizabeth says, I can finally write. And you got some words for the first time in a long time. Feels good to get the words down on paper. Love that. Becca says, I mean, I would kind of love if I had a series of paw prints in my concrete. Right. And I would also not mind said paw prints. I guess the problem becomes if they flop down, then you have to clean them real quick. And also probably like swipe. Maybe you should have your doggos do a paw print. That would be cute. Would be adorables. Yes. Just make sure you clean their paws before they start licking them. Yeah. Okay. I guess that was the self-promo sprint. So make sure that you are following everybody so that when they post new videos or post content, let you know when they've got a story out or when they do a blog post, that kind of thing. Make sure you're following everybody. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody's YouTube channel. That kind of stuff. So there's that. Let's do another sprint. Switch that to third sprint. Oh, I should show the not quite accurate picture poll today. The bookish waitstaff says, how would you like your books today? ? And do you want physical? Do you want digital? Or do you want audio? That is your question. So again, if you have not voted, please do. And then let's change up the timer to the Babbling Brook, maybe. Again, I've just been really enjoying the nature sounds. Oh, speaking of nature sounds. Okay, so I think I have mentioned to y'all before that I love the singer Aurora. She posted a new video a couple days ago, and it's got like the title of the song, and then it's got Aurora and Nature. And I was like, is that like the name of a band or something? And you click on it and you read the description and you listen to the song and all that stuff. But turns out that there is a company, a nonprofit, I guess, that is recording sounds of nature. So crickets, water, all that kind of fun stuff. And they are treating it as if nature, Mother Earth, whatever, is an artist, is a musician. And the money and royalties that would go to, say, an artist or a musician is then being funneled to conservation efforts, which I thought that was kind of cool. So again, if you want to read about that, that was from Aurora's newest song, which I thought was really cool. And since I said the word nature, it made me remember. Anyway, I do not have said recordings. I just have the YouTube free ones because I don't want to get copyright struck. And so that everybody can use the timers in sprints. So, anyway, but there is that. So, here we go 30 minutes. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I got distracted. I started researching something that was not on my research topic list. I got very distracted. I was trying to find an article that I had read lots of years ago. And I didn't find that one, but I think I found something better. But yeah, I got distracted with the research topic. So, yeah, that's where we are. Anyway, so I'll probably print out some of these articles for later. But did I write anything that I did. I wrote something. Like 11 words. Yep. I got 11 more words of my research notes before I got distracted. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Is that. Yeah. I did get I disappeared for a few minutes because I was checking the Amazon order status for my skirt. And I got it. So it's a maxi skirt, and it's got 2 ties that you can either use for a waist tie, or I've seen some people wear it as like a halter top for a dress. But anyway, so it's got sort of cool sideways peacock situation. It's got a paisley-esque, mandala-esque, I guess. Well, there's some paisleys and some mandala type stuff. But anyway, so it's a long skirt, and I have had one that looks almost exactly like this before, and wore it to pieces. And so I think I wore it torn several times before I finally was willing to get rid of it. But yeah, so I'll be wearing that, and then like maybe a light brown just t-shirt, and biker shorts underneath, of course. But yeah, so just fun, but still relatively casual for the Ren Fair. And the nice thing is, because it's like cotton and bamboo fiber, it's lightweight and breezy, which is good. Very good for the Georgia Ren Fair, where there's only a few spots of shade. So gorgeous, very cute. So cute. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, the first one that I got came with like a really like big buckle that you could choose to have on there or not. I think it was made out of coconut shell. I could be wrong. But anyway, so it was, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I got distracted by research. I'm trying to remember, and this is also a side thought. I know Kate Kavanaugh has the series of like I tried writing like. Has she done Nora Roberts? Okay, she did. That was in 2019. Okay, I was like, I feel like she's done this. But yes, so yeah, I figured. I think the first time I discovered Kate Kavanaugh was probably when a lot of people discovered her, which was the I tried writing like Stephen King. So she got me hooked with that series. Anyway, Um, I think that's going to be it for me today, because it's just been sort of like a research day, not a whole lot of writing, not a whole lot of editing. What did I get all total? A measly 576 words. But like I'm ahead of the game. I've already finished my 50K for the month. I've actually got 68,000, almost 69,000. So I'm not bothered by the lack of word count for today. So before we go, got to end the poll. So the book wait staff has asked, how do you want your book today? And the majority of people, if it will come back up, said digital. I think it was like 48% digital. 58%. There we go. So 58% digital, 35% physical, and 6% audio. So there you go. Again, I will not be here on Sunday because I'm going to the Ren Fair. But I will be back on Monday, and Monday's poll is coffee or tea. So there you go. Oh no, Funky Sack came in just at the end. Yes, sorry about that. 58% digital, yes. 193 words in the first book. Excellent. Good. I do too. Yes. I think it's going to be Bestie is going to bring baby. So it's going to be the first time baby experiences Ren Fair. So lots of pictures. So anyway, thank you, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.